Okay, let me go ahead and share with you what it is that we need to do to get you all the general education assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into a course. I'm not teaching that particular course, the Math 1350, but I'm going to show you how to import the assignment into any course. And I've selected the course, which I'm going to use just for demonstration. This is Math 1220. It's a college algebra course. I'm going to import the Math 1350 assignment, Gen Ed assignment into that course just for demonstration. So I'm going to go to my account because I've already shared some content with you and with myself. And specifically, it's this General Education Math 1350 assessment tool. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import it. And I'm going to go ahead and import it to that course that I showed you, which was the Math 1220, which is my college algebra course. And I'm not seeing that particular course that I had looked at here. So let me just look again. Math 1220G. I'm surprised that it's not coming up. But you should be able to find your course there. And I'm just going to look through my list here. Okay, so I was able to find it this way. And I guess because it didn't start with Math 1220G, I'm supposing. But this is it. So I found the course I want to import the document into. I'm going to go ahead and hit import. Okay. It hadn't been there before, but now it is. So now I'm going to go into that course. That course is this one specifically. You'll have done it. You would have imported it into your statistics course. I'm going to go to assignments. And now when I scroll all the way down, find imported content. So it's way at the bottom. It's the general education assignment. Now you can decide when you want to assign that particular assignment. I would do it November 30th. You can do this in class. I would also think that it would be acceptable if you would assign it as an at-home assignment. It's entirely up to you as an instructor. And of course, you would make those changes in here. Okay, there is a rubric and just some other things I'll point out. You are not going to use this specific one as a grade, so you would leave points as 0. And of course, you can change when you want that assignment to go out to everyone. And of course, you're going to make sure it's published. I'm going to leave this one unpublished because I don't plan to share it. Okay, so what is this assignment? Let me go ahead and just read it. It says the town of Roswell, New Mexico is planning for its yearly alien festival. If more than 40% of adults believe that the UFOs are related to aliens from other planets, it plans to give vendors at the festival a greater tax incentive than last year to bring in more vendors. So what I'm utilizing is a Gallup poll that's published on the Gallup poll website that tells us about people's beliefs about UFO sightings. And to utilize that data, to be able to run some statistics on it, specifically confidence intervals, as you can see there in the middle. So that would be the first task that individuals doing this project would do. You would have them find a margin of error and compare it to the Gallup poll statement, and then explain why not an online news website would be justified in publishing a claim. These are all typical concepts for Math 1350. And then you would have your students make a recommendation. All right, so that's the way that assignment works. Once it's published and students begin to submit their work, by the way, it is set up for text entry. If you prefer them to submit a document, then you can do file uploads. But I have it set up for text entry. Once students submit the document and you're ready to grade, you go into Speed Grader and you would utilize a rubric for critical thinking. There are 4 criterion, and very briefly, we'll just go over the proficiency statement. Student states, describes, defines components of the problem or question appropriate to the context. Student identifies problem, question, systematically gathers sufficient evidence to address the problem, question in context. Students are proficient when they're able to evaluate credible, valid, and relevant information. And the 4th criterion, a student develops strongly supported conclusions, solutions, or outcomes based on strongly supported evidence and well-reasoned evaluation. Okay, so you'll be using the entire document as a way to measure these 4 criteria. And then that will be submitted to the Gen Ed committee. They'll pull the data. There's nothing that you have to do. They will pull the data. And that's the task for us on the Gen Ed committee. At the end of the semester, there will be some reviewing of the assignment and some of the data, which probably won't come to us for quite a while, but I'll provide you an opportunity to give me feedback on the assignment, and hopefully we can revise this and make it better if it needs to be. Otherwise, this will be our assessment tool for Gen Ed for Stat 1350.